Hi, everybody. Welcome to current events for Friday, January 15th. We're starting out with the Driftless Journal from Tuesday, January 12th. On the cover, we have Joy Bags Illustrate the Value of Mentoring and a recent retiree author's first book. So first we have Joy Bags, and it's Chloe Sturmer, a helping services mentoree. What's a joy bag? Let's find out. Who knew that Christmas joy could be put in a bag? Autumn Nolan and Chloe Sturmer, both of Cresco, distributed handmade bags full of gifts and treats to those in need of some holiday cheer last month. Nolan, 15, is a volunteer mentor to 11-year-old Sturmer through helping services for youth and families of Northeast Iowa. Their relationship spans about a year, spending much of their time doing crafts. That's where the Joy Bags idea got started. We made our hand-painted gift bags for the neighbors, Nolan said. It's something that Chloe and I hoped would brighten up someone's day, especially if they really needed that during the holidays. Gift bags included hot cocoa, candy treats, Christmas pencils, handcrafted bracelets, Rice Krispie treats, continued on page 3, with popcorn and cracker snacks. Keeping COVID-19 in mind, the two safely distributed the bags to their neighbors and random households in Cresco by dropping them off at front doors. The bags had a positive impact on everyone who received one. Nolan said she and Chloe received a special thank you card from a woman whose message started, "My husband has stage 4 lung cancer, and your joy bag did bring us a lot of joy." Nolan said, "She had a lot of tough things going on in her life, and that's precisely the kind of joy I wanted to give to her." That's such a nice story. All right. What about the recent retiree author's book? Joanne Stevenson of Decorah has authored her first, can you see her? Children's book. Here's the book. What's it called? Late Side of Midnight, which is available later this month. It's never too late to discover your passion. That's what Decorah resident Joanne Stevenson has discovered. I'm going to turn this a little. Okay. A lifelong book lover, Stevenson will soon add published children's author to her resume when her debut book, Late Side Midnight, is released this month. She's always had a place for writing in her heart. While growing up in New Hampton and Storm Lake, she said she was always reading, calling books her saving grace as a child. In high school, she wrote for the newspaper. It wasn't until about 15 years ago that her writing passion was rekindled. Her mother, the late Lorene Connor, loved poetry and advocated for women in her home in Jefferson to submit their own works to Lyrical Iowa, an annual poetry publication. Lorene also encouraged other daughters to submit their work. At the time, Joanne was living in Waterloo. One day, while taking her Irish setter to the dog park, Stevenson noticed the way the green grass was poking through the snow-covered ground. It inspired her first published poem in Lyrical Iowa. That first poem I wrote just came to me, so really my mom kind of stirred something inside of me. It became a family affair with Lorene, Joanne, and other family members seeing their work published. It was while working on poems for Lyrical Iowa that Joanne made the transition to children's literature. She wrote a few poems for the children's genre of the contest. After she retired from Vesterheim Museum in Decorah nearly 3 years ago, Stevenson took those poems and began formulating Late Side of Midnight. She researched rhyming stories and children's literature before putting it all together. That's pretty cool. All right. It's still National Mentoring Month, so they're doing lots of stories about mentoring, like the one that we had on the front page. The Minnesota Marine Art Museum is offering new exhibits in Winona. And the Vesterheim is continuing its Barn and Time online in January. Let's see. What else is newsworthy? Let's see. There was an emergency meeting held Tuesday at the Winneshiek County Republican Party, which unanimously passed a resolution asking the Iowa congressional delegation in Washington, D.C. to publicly support President Trump's efforts concerning election fraud in November's election, or to publicly state why they refuse to do so. The resolution currently contains over 80 signatures and is being forwarded to Iowa's House and Senate members. This was a statewide effort, and the WCRP noted that they were happy to participate. All right. And they had a meeting at their headquarters. There they are. All right. Interesting. Allamakee County Conservation is hosting a full moon snowshoe. What's that? They're hosting a full moon snowshoe hike Thursday, January 28th at 7 p.m. It'll take place on County Road 527. It'll be a guided trail hike allowing participants to view the stars and the full moon. That sounds pretty fun. All right. There were winners for the holiday photo contests. Here are the winners. Who were they? Everson Panos, Miles Layton and Carter Todd, and Maya and Hadley Grona. Grona? Congratulations to them. It's a bunch of ads and a bunch of ads and a bunch of sports and a bunch of sports. There's no echoes of the past. What? Maybe not. Maybe we're only going to get one this week. Maybe I missed it. No, I don't see any echoes of the past. Well, hopefully there'll be some good ones in the Decorah Public Opinion.